with it, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with your boy Big P. On this video, I'm gonna be changing out the valve cover gasket on a 04 Silverado. It's the Z71 4x4. And to do this procedure is real simple. We're gonna be moving the cords out of the way, but the only thing you gotta really do is take off the cord pack rack. Take that rack off. Once you take the rack off, you'll be able to get to the valve cover, and on the valve cover is 4 bolts. And once you undo them 4 bolts, it'll come straight off. And this procedure should take no more than an hour, or probably more, depending on how clean that you want it. All right, guys, first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hook this clamp to this hose. Once I do that, I'm gonna pull these ignition wires off, and you're gonna have 5 bolts that you're gonna take off. 1, 2, maybe this 3, and this 4, and then you got 1 at the back. We'll make it 5. Take them off, and then before you do that, before you take the bolts off, you can go ahead and unclamp the ignition cords too. And they're easy to do that. Only thing you gotta do is just, with the clamp, push it out, and then up, and it'll come straight off. And take this clamp off, you got the little piece right there on the side. What you do is you just get a flat head, you push it down up in there. And once you push it down in there, it should pop off. So, and then just to move this hose out the way so you can just get to this bolt right here. All right, I'm gonna do this right quick. Take that off, and then we're gonna go to the other side. And the other side, it's a little different because you got more hoses over the way, but it's the same procedure. All right, guys, what I'm doing right now, I'm just taking the ignition wires off the cord packs and take them off. The only thing you gotta do is just pull them down, and they come straight off. And I did that. I'm going to go ahead and unhook the rest of these cord packs. Alright, guys, with the bolts for the ignition, for the cord pack racks, the bolts, they are a 10mm socket. So you can use a 10mm socket, or you can use a 10mm wrench. Right now, I'm gonna be using a 10mm wrench because the socket I got, this socket, it ain't long enough to go over the screw that's sticking out. So I'm just using the socket wrench. Not the socket wrench, but just the regular wrench. I'm gonna use the open end of it. That's what I'm using to make it easier for me. Once you take the bolts off, the whole cord pack rack, it should come straight off. And for this, you just pull that out, pull the little blue tab out if you got one in there, the safety tab. And you do it the same way that you do the cord pack. Pull up, push out, and it should come straight out. That's it. Oh yeah, and guys, make sure that you unplug your battery. You just gotta unplug your negative post, unhook it, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, I'm taking out the last bolt. This last one gave me a little trouble, but I managed to get it out. So this one here, I'm gonna take it off, and the rack should come straight out. Okay, now to take the valve cover gasket off, to take the valve cover off, you have 4 bolts. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you take them 4 off, the valve cover gonna come straight off, and then you can clean it up, do what you need to do to it. And for the bolts on the valve cover, they look like they are 7 millimeter. Look like. Let me see. Yeah, they are 7. Yeah, they are 7 or 8. I'm thinking 7. So it's gonna be about 7 millimeter. Take those off, and you'll be good to go to take off and clean it. Get it clean as you want. After I get done on this side, I'm gonna put everything back together on this side, and then I'm gonna move to the other side, and I'm gonna do that side. Oh yeah, guys, this little holes at the back of this on this side. What you do is it's down on there like that. What I did, I left 1 bolt in to hold it in, and you just pull up on it, and they're gonna come up off of that. Once you come up off of that, you good to go. Just take the last bolt out, which I'm about to do now, and the valve cover gonna come straight out. I wanna say this procedure is not hard at all. Something very easy to do if you think about doing it yourself. Once you take it out, just clean it up, get it as clean as you can. Clean around with the gasket at. And once you clean around with the gasket and you got the valve cover as clean that you want it, then just put it back together. Same way you took it off, same way it goes back on. Just do it in reverse. Okay, there you have it. This is the old coat valve cover. As you can see, it's very dirty. Very, very dirty. And when you go to clean, when I say clean, just clean around where the gasket was. As you can see, that's why it was leaking around the valve cover gasket. It didn't have a good seal. So it got a lot of build up around it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean up around that. I'm gonna clean up the valve cover. And once I do that, I'm gonna put it back on. And I think with the valve cover, you don't need to put no sealing around it. But if you want to, you can. It's on you, it's your preference. But guys, I just finished cleaning it up, putting the seal back on, and I put the rubber seals in there where the screws go in. So this best I got it. pins all gonna get it. So now I'm about ready to put it back in the truck and bolt it back up so I can do the passenger side. And with the rubber seal for the screw, make sure that y'all put them in face down and not up. So when you put them in, this right here, this here, when you put it in, it go in like this, not up like this. So it go down like that. When you put it in, go in like that, not up. I'm gonna put this in. All right, guys, just finished the driver's side. I'm about to do the passenger side. With the passenger side, you have 4 bolts. You have one right here under this cord. One. You have one right here in the middle. 2, 3. And then when you look back here, there's one hiding back here. See if I can get it. You may see. There's one line right here. And that makes 4. The one at the back, that makes 4. So you're doing the same thing as the driver's side that you did on the driver's side. So first, you're gonna take them 4 bolts out. Once you take those 4 out, you're gonna have the valve cover bolt. Take those out. Take the valve cover off. Clean around the valve cover. Clean up the valve covers. And also, you have these little clamps that holding the holes in here. You know, just pop them out so you can move it out the way. Cause right now it's on there with the coil packs. So pop it out. Trying to use my nail. Can't really get it with my nail. But yeah, you do that. Then you got one at the back too. So unclamp that. Unplug your cord packs. Unplug this plug. And it's just the same thing as the drive side. Same concept. There's also a bolt right here that you will have to take out. You gotta take that bolt out too. Just take the coil pack rack off. Once you take that out, it should come straight out. So what they do is just holding these hoses right here. So